Alright, hello everybody, what's happening? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the match reaction of Real Madrid versus AS Roma, where we just, we just tied. We lost on penalties. We tied 2-2 and we lost on penalties. But look, at the end of the day, let's just take it with a grain of salt. Preseasons are there to, help the team's fitness, help the team, achieve, I guess, their overall fitness. Let's not take it too seriously. It's just preseason. We've done bad in preseasons before that. The only thing different about this preseason, I have to say, is that I don't see it's been a dismal preseason so far, and there doesn't seem to be, a lot of hope, I would say, for these seasons. So it's not looking good as of right now, but let's take it with a grain of salt, I guess. The good things I could say about the preseason is, man. I don't even know if I have anything good to say about it. But anyways, let's start with the game today. There was no Mariano Diaz on the bench, no James on the bench. So those are signs probably that, James Rodriguez, I'm sure he's going to leave pretty soon. Mariano Diaz is another one whose future is being speculated at the moment. But you had Bale surprisingly making the bench and coming on as a substitute, who I thought did pretty good, who we obviously know is a very good player. Little Soccer League Academy, I wanted to get back to you. I did watch Kai Havertz. I watched some of his stuff. And what I have to say about Kai Havertz is, he is a German player. He plays in the German league, and he's eventually going to go to Bayern Munich. So, he seems like he could be promising in the future. But yeah, that's what I have to say about Kai Havertz. Yeah, why did we draw to Roma? We just weren't good enough. I would say we weren't creating like a lot of clear-cut chances, and the defense just looked shaky. Why did we have to play Nacho? If you're gonna play with the three in the back, you're not gonna play with Nacho in the back, and that's what we did. And of course, it looked shaky at the back. And Varane looked pretty good, I would say overall. There was a couple times where it did look a bit shaky, and Militao at times too. So, overall, our defense wasn't very, very good, and yeah, it wasn't a great display, defensively. Obviously, you could see that by the 2 goals. But let's start with the game. Yeah, in the second minute, it was just almost a goal already. It was just Dzeko had a horrible finish there. But yeah, you almost had a goal straight in the second minute. So you could see that it was just going to be bad, Let's see here. Little Soccer League Academy says we need a backup to Casemiro. I know, and Llorente got sold. Why did he get sold? Because Zidane didn't like him. Now Zidane, didn't get a replacement for him, and we're thin. We're thin in the midfield areas. What happened to the Fabinho rumors? I don't know. I don't think Fabinho's going to sign for Real Madrid. He just moved to Liverpool, so it would very much surprise me if he would move to Real Madrid. Why would he want to move from a club that already has very good foundations? They just won the Champions League last year. Why would he want to move to Liverpool, to Real Madrid, to a team that's not doing too good at the moment, So I don't think that Fabinho's one. There's really any substance to it. Little Soccer League Academy says, I hear we're very close to securing Van de Beek signing. Yeah, I think so. We need Van de Beek. We need Van de Beek in the midfield positions, because at the moment we're lacking a bit of creativity, a little bit of spark in the midfield, and that thinness in the midfield is certainly starting to appear. I could never understand why we sold, Llorente, why we sold Kovacic. Kovacic could have been very good, for us. He could have brought a lot of creativity to our midfield. Yes, maybe last season he didn't have the best stats, but he was, the promise was there, when he was at Real Madrid. So I really don't understand why we sold some of the midfield, but we'll have to see what happens. I know there's going to be more transfer business being done. I know Neymar, it seems to be a close one. It seems like we're going to get Neymar pretty soon. And what I have to say about Neymar is he is a very good player. He's not going to really help the midfield out. I mean, he does play as a number 10 at times, but does he really help the midfield out? I mean, not that much, I would say. So I would rather us to get a couple of midfielders. If we can get a couple of midfielders and Neymar, that would be great. But Neymar himself will not repair the mistakes at Real Madrid, will not repair everything that's going wrong at Real Madrid. So, yeah, well, I don't know. But we do need midfielders, certainly. Neymar would be a good purchase, obviously, but we need midfielders. That's what we need at the moment, and I feel like we're lacking that a lot. Let's see here. Of course, at the 3rd minute, you almost had Valverde that almost got a goal, which was quite surprising. Roma hit the post at the 7th minute. Nacho got caught out. Nacho today was just, it wasn't great. He was getting caught out time and time again. It just wasn't a great display from Nacho. 13th minute, then you have a Varane clearance and then a volley from Perotti, and it was pretty close. I think Courtois had to make a save, and I think Courtois today was okay. He didn't have much to do, to be honest, Courtois, but the times he did intervene, I thought he did okay. Dave Jr. says, I hope Zidane will find his formation and stick with the formation and be ready for the start of La Liga. I don't think he'll be ready for the start. I think it will be at the expense of a few points, but yeah, I do hope he does find a formation because it's tough. I think at the moment the problem with this is that there's some formations where you just don't have the right players. Of course you have a 3-5-2. I know he wants to play with a 3-5-2, but Nacho and Militao. Militao is potentially a very good player, but Nacho, I mean, you don't want to play with Nacho. And then Ramos is dwindling down. Can you play with Ramos, Varane, Militao? How about if one of them gets injured? So it's tough to find a good formation to fit all of these players. Where are these players going to play? So hopefully he does find it pretty soon. But yeah, it is looking kind of scary, I'd have to say. So David Jr. says it seems like he's trying different things with what is good, but he must be ready with the squad. Yeah, I know he's trying different things, and that's the thing. It's a whole different project here at Madrid. So it's just so different. So he has to try different things. Obviously, it's a hit or miss, and he will have to make those mistakes that he didn't make the first time around. So I'm not expecting, I would say, too much this year in terms of winning trophies or things like that. But we'll just have to be patient, I think. Little Soccer League Academy says, by the way, Zidane wants to set aside at least 200 million euros for Mbappe, and also wants to go Kai Havertz next summer. Yeah, I know Mbappe is going to happen in the future, but we just have to be patient on Mbappe. Look, we have to. We're living at the present. We don't want to look too far into the future. We have to live at the present moment. And yeah, Mbappe is going to come eventually. Kai Havertz, potentially is a very good player, but we have to look at the present moment and what's going on right now. I know that in the future we'll get these players, but at the present, what do we need at the present? David Jr. said I would sell Nacho. I think I would sell Nacho too, and it's nothing bad to Nacho. He's been a great servant to the club, but I think now is his time. It'd be best for him to leave. Just because he hasn't been that great, and it just hasn't really worked out this season. And all last season I could exonerate him, but maybe this season in the preseason it hasn't looked that good. And replace him with another center back. I would get another center back. I would try to get another center back, and especially if we do sell someone like Nacho. But Nacho's not going to leave. That's for sure. Little Soccer League Academy says also Pogba and Zidane are still keen on a move, so don't rule a move out. And what do you think about Pogba moving to Real Madrid? Yeah, I did kind of want to address that about Pogba and moving to Real Madrid. Pogba, I saw him this morning in a Manchester United shirt, in a Manchester United jersey. I think he got, if I'm not mistaken, I think he got 2 assists in the second half, or it was 1 assist, and then the second half it was either 2 assists or he got 1 assist, and the second one it was like a half assist. It was like the pass before the pass to the goal. But from what I saw from Pogba this morning is he just didn't look all in it, and it's just I don't know if if the mentality's not right with him. I think not moving to Madrid will, I would say, affect his mood. It will affect his performances in, subsequently, just because I think he wants to move to Madrid, but I think the reason he can't is just because Manchester United want to hold on to him. So I think Pogba to Madrid can still happen. I'm saying 15%. I used to be 95%. I used to be almost sure that Pogba was going to come to Real Madrid this summer. As of right now, I'm saying 15% just because Manchester United don't want to sell Paul Pogba, and I think that's the big impediment to why Pogba is not moving to Real Madrid, is that Manchester United really want to hold on to him, and that's the problem. That's going to be a problem because Pogba, I don't think, really wants to be on Manchester United. So I think there's still a possibility because obviously Paul Pogba wants to move to Real Madrid. I just don't know if he'll really want to force the move. We'll just have to see what happens with that. Little Soccer League says, I think we should sell Nacho and buy a young center back like Benfica's Walt Ruben Diaz. That's a good shout. Yeah, definitely. Someone that can, I guess, if ever Ramos, Varane, Militao were to get injured, I mean, who do we have? We don't really have anyone who we can rely on, and that's the problem. So yeah, someone like that could be good. Also, did you hear about João Felipe says Little Soccer League Academy, the rumors to Real Madrid in January I didn't hear about that. Someone did tell me about that, not too long ago, but I didn't hear anything about that actually. And I really don't know much about him. Hopefully he could be good. I know I saw a couple of your, the players you told me, Little Soccer League Academy. I know I saw Sandro Tolino. I can't remember his name, but he looks like a real deal. Next Andrea Pirlo. He does look very good, very composed on the ball. He looks, he can make a very good pass. He looks really good, I have to say. Let's see. So for the game, let's see here. Hazard sometimes, at times, he was alone. He didn't have much support. We kind of saw this, a few times. He needed a little bit more support. Then you had at the 60th minute a goal from Marcelo, just a superb finish, and Modric with a super pass. And this is the kind of things that we want to see more and more from Modric, is those kinds of passes, those kinds of, defense splitting passes, midfield splitting passes. This is what we need from Modric, and hopefully, we could see it more and more this season, because we haven't seen it enough from him, I would say, in the past few months. And we didn't deserve it up to there. I have to say that in the game we didn't deserve anything like that, but we'll take it, We took the goal, it was 1-0. Then in the 21st minute, Militao gets passed too easily on the left-hand side, and then it's a cross, and then it's a save from Courtois. 34th minute, Nacho gets caught out too easily. Casemiro has to cover, slides tackle badly, and then it's a goal from Roma. So Nacho really he pushes too far forward, and then what happens is he leaves a huge gap at the back, and then Casemiro has to cover, slides tackle, mistimes his slide tackle, and then basically it's just a matter of time before they score a goal, and they pretty much score the goal. So there you go. And then it was weird. It was so eventful in those few minutes. Then at the 36th minute, you have a goal from Casemiro. Casemiro. It was a great jump, and then Marcelo had a good cross. I think it was a tad bit offside, but we'll take it nonetheless. And then right after that, it's a goal from Dzeko, and you could just see that it was just a shambles. It did not look good from Real Madrid. It was just disorganized, and it was a goal from Dzeko. It was a through pass from I don't know who it was. And then the center backs, I think the center backs should be doing a better job. Valverde is not closing down that player. That player has a bit of space, and as a result, he's able to make the pass. So just a few things, just a few details that, Real Madrid need to work on, before the season really does get started. Let's see here. David Jr. says, I think Marcelo is the best player in the preseason for us. Yeah, Marcelo was very good today. I have to say that Marcelo provides, and that's the thing with Marcelo, he provides so much in attack that, in defensive wise, you could vindicate him to some extent, just because he's able to provide so much. And I really like Marcelo today. Yeah, defensively he could do a better job, but we already know that defensively Marcelo is just Marcelo. He's not going to be good defensively, but he was good. I have to say, I have to give it to him. In the preseason, at the beginning he wasn't that good, but he's I see him slowly turning up. Jonas says Real Madrid are so predictable. Yes, exactly, and I think that's the problem. Our midfield, the midfield is becoming a big problem. Where it's not fast enough. It's not quick enough. It's just not working out. It's not working out that great, and we need to work on that. And that's why the midfield I would say that's where games are lost and won, or won and lost is in the midfield, and we need to get more midfielders. We need to get more unpredictability, and if we don't get that, then I'm afraid that this season will not go very well for us. And, Neymar can be the glamorous signing. Yeah, Neymar can provide the goals, but we need a midfield to supply the attack. And that's the thing with the midfield. We need a midfield that can, give balls to the attack. Right now, I'm not seeing that, it's stagnant, Little Soccer League Academy says also Benfica wants to raise his buyout clause to 120, but he doesn't want to sign the new contract. Also, I think if we can't get Fabinho, let's say in January, we should go after Sandro Tonali, Ruben Neves. Fabinho's not going to happen, and I'm not trying to put you down, Little Soccer League Academy. I'm just saying that Fabinho, I would really doubt it happens, just because he is in a very, very good position at the moment. But I think you have some good shouts. Sandro Tonali looks very good. Ruben Neves, I absolutely love him. I think he would be absolutely perfect here at Real Madrid. I would love to see Ruben Neves at Real Madrid. He is so good. But yeah, Sandro Tonali is another good one. And then Soccer League Academy says, I also hear Perez is still keen on David De Gea. He has 1 year left. I don't know if that's going to happen on his contract. Also, I hear talks between PSG and Real Madrid are for Neymar, very advanced. Yeah, it's very, very close. I'm hearing that too, that Neymar is going to come pretty soon to the club. And I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Neymar is the definition of controversy. And, Neymar to Real Madrid is a controversial move, but Neymar, like I said, is the definite. Yeah, I know. Valverde, the thing with Valverde is he's getting a lot of, I would say, we can't put all this pressure on a 20-year-old to succeed, He's 21, I think, now, but we can't put all this pressure on a 21-year-old to succeed, He isn't at that level yet, and I think to put all our eggs in that basket, it would just be, I would say it's just kind of I wouldn't say it's a lost cause, but he's still so young, and he doesn't need that kind of pressure, especially at a young age. It'll destroy him mentally, is what I have to say. David Jr. says Real Madrid should focus on Neymar and get the deal done, hopefully done. I hope so too, but I mean the midfield for me. If it was, I know Nice Day asked me this the other day. If it was Pogba or Neymar, I'd definitely go for someone like Pogba. But if Neymar comes to Real Madrid, it could improve us. But then the midfield just looks so. We need people at the midfield, and if we can get Van de Beek and Neymar, that can improve our midfield and that could improve our forward line. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Hopefully. Jonathan says, if Neymar comes, I'll buy a Neymar jersey. That's a good one. Yeah, actually, just wait for that. I think you asked me a few weeks ago who you wanted, and Neymar. Why not Neymar? Just wait for a little bit more. Maybe you can buy a Neymar jersey. That's a good one. Yeah. David Jr. says, I know a lot of people talking to this attitude and stuff, but at the end, we should all talk what he does on the pitch, and if he comes, he'll exactly. I know a lot of people do talk about Neymar's attitude, and I was actually one person who I would say really kind of focused on his attitude. I was somebody who said, you know what, I don't want Neymar at the club because of his kind of selfish attitude, of his selfishness. But at the end of the day, he's going to help the club as a naturally, as a consequence of being selfish. You will help the club. Ronaldo was very, very similar in that aspect, where Ronaldo was going after his own personal endeavors, and Ronaldo still succeeded with Real Madrid. So Neymar, even if he goes after his own personal successes, he will still, succeed at Real Madrid because, just going after your own successes, as a result, you will help the team. You will help the team naturally as a consequence. Also, Luka Jovic came off the bench. That was Little Soccer League Academy. He scored a wonder bicycle kick. I saw that, which went viral on the internet. Also, he needs some service. Yeah, Luka Jovic, I thought today, maybe he had a few shots where, he just hit it in the middle. And, he could have done better on a few shots. But you know what? He is looking really good. I love that he's powerful. But he needs service. That comes from the midfield. The service from the midfield it's not happening at the moment, But hopefully we do see more of that service, because right now it's just not happening. Luka Jovic needs that service. He's not getting it at the moment. He got a couple of chances today. Really, he should have taken them better. But, he does need service. But today he had a couple chances. He should have taken them better. But like I said, let's not give him too much stick. He looks good. He looks powerful. Let's be patient with Luka Jovic. He looks like he could be a really good player. Little Soccer League Academy says, Paul Pogba to Real Madrid, come on, let's go. I know, like I said, it could happen, Paul Pogba to Real Madrid. It still could happen. And the reason I say that is because Paul Pogba still wants to go to Real Madrid. He still wants that Real Madrid move. It's still in his mind. It's going to play with him throughout the season, next season. I'm sure he's aware of that. So it's still possible, I would say. I would say there's not much possibility, but still possible nonetheless. Let's see here. So today, let's see. When Vinicius came on, I thought Vinicius created a lot of danger. I thought he was really good. Yeah, his end product is still lacking, but I thought some of the passing that he did was very good. And today on the right-hand side, he looked a little bit better, I'd have to say. He came on the left a few times, and the crossing with his left foot is not that great, And that's what I like about Vinicius on the right, is that, he could provide those crosses on the right. He could provide that passing, And especially that his finishing is not great. Having Vinicius on the right with his right foot, putting in a very good cross with his right foot, a very accurate cross with his right foot. I would just love to see Vinicius on the right, and I think potentially he could fill that vacant spot. But today he was very, very good, I have to say, and I really like Vinicius today. Let's see here, Benzema was okay today. A few things here and there. I thought he did pretty good. Bale came on at the 61st minute. Cruz came on at the 61st minute. And Bale, did pretty decently, created a little bit of danger. I thought today wasn't his best game. I know that Gareth Bale can do a lot more than just that. But he did create some danger, Gareth Bale, and Gareth Bale is a world class player. It's just he just gets injured, and we know that, and that's fine. Let's see here. Little Soccer League Academy says the internet is going viral because Joao Felix scored 2 wonder goals against Juventus. The internet is going mad. Joao Felix is going to be a future Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, I know. I've been seeing that too. But look, he's an Atletico Madrid player at the end of the day. We'll leave it at that. What could have been, should have been, would have been. But you know what? He is an Atletico player right now, and let's not kind of dwell on that. Let's look at the present. Let's look at the future, maybe what the future can bring. But Joao Felix, Atletico Madrid player. Like I said, what could have been, should have been, would have been. But hopefully he goes on to do good things at Atletico Madrid. Maybe not win trophies, but good things. Just like Griezmann. Griezmann was a pretty good player for them too. Went to Barcelona, and probably Joao Felix might take on a similar kind of trajectory. Let's see here. David Jr. says Benzema needs to work on his finishing, and he will be a 40-goal season striker. Dude, if Benzema worked on his finishing, it would be just... I don't know. Yeah, he would get, like you said, David Jr., he'd get 40 goals a season easy. He gets in the positions. He gets in the right positions. He's very good. He's a playmaker, but just misses so much. And that's the thing with Benzema. You just can't rely on him to be that sole finisher. You just want him as a playmaker, But let's see. Gareth Bale, Gareth Bale had a Trivela chance. Very, very close. Is such a man. That would have been amazing. What an amazing goal that would have been. But he had a Trivela chance. Then at the 90th minute, almost a goal from Gareth Bale once again, and it was just fantastic. I thought Odriozola too. Odriozola was not very good today. And he's a squad player. Look, he's going to be here for a year, and then Hakimi's going to come back on loan, and maybe it's going to be Hakimi and Odriozola. Maybe Odriozola's just going to be a squad player, just to fill in for the Copa del Rey's or things like that, For the little pub, I would say, for the little pub cups, you don't want him for the big games, Let's see here. Vinicius had a chance at the 92nd minute, put it wide. I'm not going to say typical Vinicius, but yeah, Vinicius, there you have it. No, let's not be too bashful. He did create a lot of danger. He did create a lot of attacking opportunities, Vinicius. And overall, I thought he had a pretty good game today. So I'm going to go into the player ratings pretty soon. Little Soccer League Academy says, also I hear PSG want to pay Joao Felix $350 million release clause. You just never know. That could happen, PSG, Real Madrid are still tracking him and are planning to buy his release clause if he fulfills his potential at Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I think Real Madrid can get him. I think that can definitely happen. Just because the thing with Joao Felix is he's a very good player. Real Madrid will know that, and they don't care. Real Madrid really, at the end of the day, they don't really care if you've been. I would say, if you were a Atletico Madrid player, if you were a Barcelona player, they don't really care because they know that those players, when they come to their club, that they will perform, they will do well. People will forget about the past, So, they don't really care, I have to say. So, it definitely could be a possibility in the future. All right, let's go into the player ratings today. Little Soccer League Academy says Vinicius needs to work on finishing, decision making in his weak foot, but a brilliant player. Oh yeah, so he did. He did play on the right or left today. I think he played on the right, but yeah, he came in a little bit on the left, and he looked really good today, I have to say. That's what I liked about Vinicius. He just created a lot of danger, and that's what I liked about him today. Let's go into the player ratings. Courtois, I would say, made a few saves. They weren't convincing saves, but he made a few saves nonetheless. I'm going to give him a 7 just because nothing too convincing, but he made, he intervened, and you know what, he did pretty good. So 7 for Courtois. Nacho, I'm going to give he wasn't great today, Nacho. I'm going to give him a 3. I'm sorry, Nacho, but 3 for you. Varane did very good in the second half, I'd have to say. Let's see, I'm going to give him he wasn't the best today. I'm going to give him a 6. I was expecting to see a little bit better, but Militao, I'm going to give him a, it wasn't his best game either. I'm going to give him a 5. It wasn't his best game. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh here, Some of the stuff he did, it was pretty good, but it wasn't his best game. I would like to see more from Militao. Marcelo, I'm going to give him a very good rating. I'm going to think about Marcelo. Let me go to Carvajal here. Carvajal wasn't great. The thing with Carvajal, you have a 3-5-2. You would like to see more going forward, and Carvajal didn't provide that much going forward. I don't even know what to give him, Carvajal. I'm gonna say 5. It wasn't the greatest performance, and I'm not trying to be too bashful here. Casemiro was okay today. What to say here? I saw some good stuff from him. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let some of you guys do the player ratings. I'm gonna leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna leave the next 6 to you guys. Yeah. So let me know actually what your player ratings would be for Marcelo. Let me know in the comments what your player ratings would be for Marcelo, and I'll just put that. Let's see here. Little Soccer League Academy says, I can't wait till Hakimi comes back from loan at Dortmund. He's in stunning form at Dortmund. Definitely. I know Hakimi looks just brilliant. Let's see. Odriozola is a squad player and inconsistent, but he did well last season, though. Yeah, Odriozola was good last season, so I think he'll come good again, And as a squad player, he is good, So Jonas says 7 for Marcelo. David Jr. says Marcelo 7. Cool. I'm going to put Marcelo 7. That's kind of what I was thinking, actually. He was very good today. Marcelo was super good. Let's see. What do you guys think about, let's see here. Eden Hazard. Let's go with Eden Hazard. What do you guys think about Eden Hazard? I'm gonna think about it, actually. It wasn't that great performance from Eden Hazard, but in Eden Hazard's defense is just he didn't get a lot of support, up front. So I'm gonna vindicate him just because he didn't get a lot of support. Jonas says 4. I'm gonna wait for a couple more. Let's see here. Little Soccer League Academy says also let's sell Nacho and Vasquez. Yeah, I know that seems to be the unpopular players. Cool. Jonas says 4. We're going to go with 4 for Eden Hazard. Yeah, he wasn't that great today. I think a 4 makes sense. What you guys think about... David Jr. says 6 for Eden Hazard. That's a fair point. Okay, let's go with... let's see here. Benzema. Let's go with Benzema. What do you guys think about Benzema? How much would you guys give him? Let's see. So Little Soccer League... Little Soccer League says Marcelo 7.5. 7.5 is good, right? I thought Marcelo was just fantastic today. I'm gonna put, you know what? Maybe the second goal, yeah, it was on his flank, but, yeah, I kind of want to put 7.5 for him. Just, I thought he did pretty good. So let's see if I can go here and, whoops, dang it. That's a different yellow now. Crap. 7.5. There you go. So Benzema 5, 4, 5, 4. 5. Okay, let's go with Benzema 5, right? Let's go with Benzema 5. He was pretty good. Valverde, I'm gonna put a 5. I didn't think he did that great today, but that's okay. I want you guys to rate Casemiro. What you guys think about Casemiro? And then lastly, Modric was fantastic today. I'm going to put a 7.5 for Modric because Modric was really good today. Maybe just a few things, but he was very good today. So 7.5 for Luka Modric. And Casemiro is going to be the last player. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of that, and I'll put that in the player ratings. I think this is going to be a little bit interesting. So David Jr. says 6 for Casemiro. Jonas says 4. Casemiro lost possession a lot. Yeah, I thought Casemiro, this wasn't his best game, especially, in the leading up to the second goal, he tried to slide tackle and he mistimed it completely, and it just left a ton of space, and it wasn't that great for Marcelo. He could have done a lot better there. So David Jr. says 6. Jonas says 4. I think we'll go with the 5 then for Casemiro. So we'll go with the 5. So there you have it, guys. It's Courtois 7, which maybe I'm giving him too much for Courtois, but he intervened. He did the necessary interventions. Nacho 3, Varane 6, Militao 5, Marcelo 7.5, Valverde 5, Casemiro 5, Modric 7.5, Carvajal 4, Benzema 5, and Hazard 4. So overall, obviously not the best performance. David Jr. says 6 is for me, like not so good, but also not so bad. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Casemiro didn't have the best games, but you know what? It's okay. It's preseason. Let's not get too overwhelmed with it. Little Soccer League Academy says 5 or 6 for Benzema. Yeah. What the hell's finishing? Finishing is not for Real Madrid. It's not. I have to admit, he's not. Definitely his finishing is so bad, but you know what? I really like him just because he offers a little bit more outside of the number 9 position. If you improve 40 goals season minimum, you're not going to get that from Benzema, that's for sure. Let's go after Ruben Neves. Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Ruben Neves, for me, top player. But there you have it, guys. That's the player ratings. Yeah, Eden Hazard 4, Benzema 5, Carvajal 5. Obviously not the best game today, and, obviously we didn't do so great, but that's the preseason for you. And insight onto preseason, let's not take this too seriously. It's just a preseason just to try to get the players fit. But hopefully we can start the La Liga on the right foot, and hopefully we can see Mendy, back in the team. Although I like Marcelo a lot, defensively he's not very sound, and I feel like defensively we do need a little bit of work, and having Mendy into the team will definitely help us defensively. So I would like to see Mendy back into the team, and hopefully we do start off La Liga on the right foot, but I'm a little bit scared, to be honest. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Little Soccer League Academy says, what are we going to do if Casemiro gets injured or has a bad run of form? Valverde, I'm guessing, but, like I said, you don't want to, put your confidence in Valverde because he's a young player. He's going to make mistakes, and, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Zidane had in mind, but yeah, we'll just have to see, Little Soccer League Academy says, I'm still pulling my hair out on why we sold Llorente and didn't have a replacement lineup. I am too, Llorente, Kovacic, Dani Ceballos, you could argue. Yeah, why did we sell those players? I'll never understand. But there you have it, I guess. Hopefully Zidane can come up with something, because if not, the season's not going to... It's not looking great, I would say, at the moment, but... we'll just have to see. Hopefully Zidane has something in mind. I'm gonna put my confidence in him. He's won so much before, and hopefully he can do it again. David Jr. says, I'm excited who Zidane will pick on Saturday against Celta. I'm very interested by that too. I really don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. Little Soccer League Academy says, also your videos are excellent. I like your personality, very cheerful, and analysis are excellent. Thank you so much. You need to market your channel more. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I always try, I usually try to be an optimistic person, but, I guess in my personal life, I'm not the most optimistic person, but I try to be cheerful, especially ostensibly. I try to be more of a cheerful person. But yeah, that's the player rating, guys. I think I'm going to end it pretty soon. But what I do want to say is let's not dwell on this too much. It is a preseason. We did lose a couple of seasons ago versus PSG. We lost a couple of seasons before to Manchester United. So what I'd have to say is that, look, we lost to teams that really didn't do much in terms of Champions Leagues, in terms of winning. They really didn't do much. So let's just take this with a grain of salt. It's really just to build the player fitness. I know a lot of Madridistas will just be saying it's not good enough. Zidane doesn't know what he's doing. Zidane es un tronco. But look, let's not take it too personally. It's preseason, guys. It's preseason. James Sulian, good to see you. Good to see you, James. Thank you for being on. Just tuned into the stream and missed the games. Could you give me a heads up of what you thought of the performance? The performance was overall not the best. Maybe you did a good thing that you didn't watch it just because it wasn't the best game, I would say. Defensively, in the center back positions, it looked a bit precarious. It's still the center backs didn't do a very good job, I would say, of protecting the goal. And then Marcelo had a pretty good game. Carvajal, not a very good game. Especially as a wing back, Carvajal, you'd want him to provide a lot more offensively, but he didn't provide that much, I would say. But and then Modric had a good game. Modric had a fantastic game. Valverde, not so good game. Casemiro, okay, it wasn't very good from Casemiro. Benzema and Eden Hazard, not very good either. So that's a quick run through of the game. It wasn't the best game, so maybe they're good to miss the game. Little Soccer League Academy says your channel is very similar to that of Talk FCB. I did watch Talk FCB, and it's basically your version, but Barcelona. His channel is very good, and you can learn some things from him. I did watch his channel's Little Soccer League Academy, and it is very good. I like what he has, and his analysis of the game is very good. What I have to say is I really like his presentations. I think he uses Premiere Pro, and maybe I would like to do something like that eventually. I'm kind of thinking of doing something along those lines, but still trying to experiment with the channel just to see what what to bring it. But yeah, Real Madrid always needed a fan channel, and someone needed to start it. I saw Talk FCB, and it's like, there's no Real Madrid fan channel. So yeah. James says, thanks for the analysis. You're welcome, James. Happy to provide you with at least some insight. Little Soccer League Academy says, I also think we should offer a high bid for Pogba, but offer in installments. That could be good, yeah, exactly, so we don't breach the FFP rules. It doesn't significantly damage our transfer budget and put us in hot water due to FFP. Exactly. We could do something along those lines. Guys, stay strong forever. Madrid, yeah, come on. And you know what? If we don't win so much this season, let's not be bleak or let's not be dismal over it. It happens, Real Madrid has to go in cycles. There will be patches. There will be purple patches. There will be patches where we don't do so well, and it's just bound to happen. These things are bound to happen. David Jr. asks, who is your favorite player? My favorite player used to be Luka Modric. I absolutely loved what Luka Modric provided on the pitch. Now with this dwindling down, I have to probably pick another one, If I have to pick another one, I like Valverde a lot, but not yet. Hopefully he will come good. I don't think I have one yet. I'll probably have to think of another one, but Modric for me was my favorite player for the longest time, and now it's like I'm not even sure who, But if Neymar comes to the club, I almost want to say Neymar. I hate him as a player, but he's such a good player, right? I hate him as a person, but he's such a good player, so yeah. Little Soccer League Academy says also, I think this season we should start Navas more. I know Navas should remain number one, but I think Courtois is going to be number one. I think that's what we're seeing in the preseason. But I think Navas should definitely be number one because at the present moment, Navas is a better goalkeeper. And we're talking present Real Madrid, Real Madrid is always in the present, We don't want to see who's going to be the better goalkeeper in the future, Who's the better goalkeeper? Who was the better goalkeeper in the past, Who's the one with the bigger name? We don't want to do that. We want to say, who is the better goalkeeper at the moment, and that is Keylor Navas. Little Soccer League Academy says you should broadcast yourself more on social media. I'm trying. It's kind of difficult, actually, because I'm trying to, I post stuff on Instagram. I try to put the hashtags, but, I should disseminate the channel a little bit more on I think on the Reddit posts, that's where I should disseminate the channel because, at the moment I'm not doing that, and I think that could help me quite a bit. David Jr. says, my favorite player is Ramos. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. I do like Ramos a lot, because of his character. I do like Ramos's character. It's he doesn't care about what people say. He's very concrete. He's very sure about his self, about his personality. And I really like that about Ramos, and I have to give it to him, Even though sometimes Ramos will do things that are controversial, I really like that about Ramos. And he is, I did have a shirt about him, so not too long ago. So yeah, it's a good shout. Little Soccer League Academy says, guys, even if we don't do well this season, let's try not to side Zidane. The club is in a period of transition. Exactly. Zidane is starting a big project at the club. Exactly. We don't want to be, we don't want to be dithering too much. We don't want to be vacillating too much. We just want to say, what, let's back the manager. Let's stick with him. It's going to be tough. Real Madrid will go through cycles like this, but we still, Zidane has won so much at Real Madrid, and I just want him I just want to back him for a while, because he's really good. I don't want to say he's really good, but what I want to say is he's won so much, and I think he deserves a bit of a leash, James says, my favorite player is Benzema. Yeah, Benzema. Yeah, I like Benzema. Yeah, thank you for that, actually, because Benzema gets a lot of stick, and I have to say that I really like Benzema, and people will say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Benzema's this, Benzema's that, but you don't want to rely Benzema as your finisher. You just want to, you want to have him at the pitch as more of your playmaker. He can get 15, 20 goals, but he also provides a lot outside of that position. But yeah, Benzema is a good shot, and people will say, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" But Benzema is a good player. David Jr. says, "Then Neymar and Ronaldo." Yeah, those are good players. Ronaldo is absolutely crazy good at Real Madrid. And Neymar is just world class. Let's see here. Just imagine CR7 coming back one day, says David Jr. I know, that would be crazy, but he's going to stay at Juventus. Little Soccer League Academy says, also check out Joao Felipe Jota. We're interested in him, and many people dub him to be the future of Portugal. I will check him out. Thank you so much, Little Soccer League Academy. I will check him out right after this. But yeah, so I'm going to end it there, guys. I'm gonna end it there. I just want to thank you guys so much for being on. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to get, I'm starting to get more and more people on the stream, so that's kind of nice. The schedule is going to be a bit convoluted, like I said, but I will try to make them work as best as I could. Little Soccer League Academy says, also according to reports, we're tracking DeLitt and we're prepared to buy his release clause in 2021 or 2022. When his clause, yeah, I mean, but let's not look too far into the future. DeLitt just arrived to Juventus. We have to be patient, but DeLitt he's definitely one for, that's a possibility in the future because he's still so young. James says, bye, man. Take care, James. Sleep well. I know it's late over there, so, have a good night. Jonas says, see ya, dude. Little Soccer League Academy says, hopefully Hazard comes good, and he and Neymar come good this season. Hazard will come good. That's, I'm sure he will come good at Chelsea. He provided so much, and, he will be able to replicate that, most definitely. What's the latest news on Ferland Mendy? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think Ferland Mendy will be back, in a couple weeks. If he's not back next week, he will be back pretty soon. But hopefully he's back next week. I'm really hoping to see him back next week. James says PSG fans were shouting abuse at Neymar at their game today. Neymar deserves every single bit of abuse, from the PSG fans, because what he said in the interview was absolutely ridiculous. To say that his best moment in his career was when they beat PSG 6-1, and just don't say those kinds of things. Neymar as a person is just, I would never want to have him, as a friend. He's just, I would never want to have him as a friend, but as a footballer, very good, very good. Little Soccer League Academy says, also CR7 says he misses Madrid dearly. He wants to return soon. Hopefully we'll come back. Legend, GOAT Ronaldo. I don't think that'll happen, to be honest. You know what? It could happen. I won't close the door on it, but I don't know. Sometimes things are better just left in the past. CR7 to Madrid, he would be good, but maybe it's just best for the club to to just move on from that Ronaldo era, I would say. And yeah, we sometimes it's easy to kind of reminisce on the past, but we don't want to do too much of that. It's too easy, I would say. Emotion says, worrying times, to be honest, unless we turn it around immensely. I worry for Zidane and the team. Yeah, I know, me too, but yeah, let's take it one step at a time. It's this is preseason. It's just a little bit of I would say it's a little bit of just getting the players' fitness. Little Soccer League Academy says, take care, and what's your name? David is the name, actually, just like David Jr., yeah. By the way, you are supreme analyst. I love your personality. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Emotion says, I've never seen us teach a poor preseason. It's the worst preseason in 39 years, according to reports. So it is a pretty bad one. Little Soccer League Academy says, Mbappe, let's go. One day it'll happen, I'm sure, but not this year, not this season. All right, so I'm going to end it there, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for being on. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone who gives me the support. Like I said, it's so hard for me to really show that appreciation, but inside I can tell you I always appreciate it. I'm always, very, very happy to see that. So I thank you guys so much. And like I said, if ever you guys see anything that maybe you would like to see on the channel, anything that needs a little bit of improving, I know the green screen is, on my hair. There's, it's a little bit, I would say, capricious. You could see the little outlines. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on a few things, but hopefully I will improve the channel, and hopefully the channel will continue to improve. Motion says, take care. I need to turn notifications on for you. Yeah, thank you so much. Caught you when you're about to end the stream. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to be more clear on those things. It's difficult for me to try to get to everyone, to tell everyone I'm here on this time. I'm here on this time. So I'm still trying to, I would say, get everyone to be on the same schedule as me, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna end it there, guys. That's all I have for you guys today. Like I said, thank you guys so much for being on. Really appreciate it. Ramos, Kevin De Bruyne, let's see here. Yeah, very, very unlikely, I would say. Kevin De Bruyne, a very, very good player. Do you have Twitter? I do have a Twitter. I think it's LosBlancosFanTV. I'm going to put it right now, actually. And that's probably what I'm going to change the channel to pretty soon. It's going to be LosBlancosFanTV. That's the Twitter. LosBlancosFanTV. Yeah, there you go. So that's the Twitter account. You can just follow me there. And I really pretty much just post like when I'm going to be on live and things like that there. So I'm going to end it there, guys. Like I said, thank you guys so much for being on. Really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7:30, I will be putting out another stream. Hopefully with something along with some news about Neymar or something like that. So like I said, thank you guys for being on. I really appreciate it. And take care and have a good day. Thank you.